Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Well, let's get back to the playoff picture. We talked about the AFC. Let's look at the NFC. That race starting to come into focus. We know most of the teams, Seahawks, 49ers, Saints, and Packers all in. Vikings in good shape. How do you handicap this race? It seems like anyone can beat anyone.
I think you're spot on, because if you were going into the playoffs with these teams that we're going to talk about, who would you make the absolute favorite? It could be anyone, right? It could be Seattle. It could be San Francisco. It could be New Orleans. I know Minnesota's probably going to come in as a wild card. Green Bay will come in as a division champ, it looks like. But bottom line is, Dallas or Philadelphia's got to win the NFC East. And I don't know that anyone wants to go to their home field and play when they have to play in a divisional game. So when it comes to, when you get it all together, and maybe that would be a wild card, I would guess, because they'd be the fourth team in. But when you put it all together, it is absolutely wide open about who wins the NFC.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. And he will have a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. Well, Charles, while we have a second, you know, we talked about the NFC playoff picture, but I wanted to get your thoughts on a hot topic right now in NFL circles. That's awarding a home game to every division winner, regardless of record. It's happened twice in this decade that we've seen a 7-9 team in Seattle get a home game and a 7-8-1 Carolina team get one. Where do you stand on this? Because there's a scenario where you could have a 13-win team from the NFC West traveling to face an 8-win team from the NFC East.
I know I'm a dinosaur on this one. Absolutely. I love the division champ getting a home game. I don't care what the record is, and I know it sounds wrong, and we're in this society now where everything has to be fair and right. And we would like that, and I would like that too for most big topics. But in sports, it's actually kind of cool when these things happen. Remember, Seattle at 7-9 hosted the defending Super Bowl champs New Orleans and beat them. That big Marshawn Lynch run that we'll remember forever. Carolina 7-8-1, they actually lost at home in their playoff game. So you don't know how it's going to turn. I like division champs winning it and getting a home game, even when the records are kind of messed up.
I'm with you. You're making me smile.
How about that? You and I sitting in the home, two old dudes going, that's the way it ought to be.
Now Breeze finding Kamara. 14 yards is the pickup, first down New Orleans. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum, because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
And here's a throw that's taken in by the tight end Cook. And down inside the 15 he goes. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, this is a good window right here, partner, to wish happy holidays to everybody out there in Madden land, and happy holidays to you and yours as well.
Same to you. Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, however you celebrate the holiday season.
Yeah, by the way, speaking of, what is your favorite holiday song? Because I know in the elevator on the way up, we heard Feliz Navidad, and you went into the fetal position.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I mean, I feel bad about that because, you know, it's a big hit and all, but it's not my favorite. Silver Bells, as done by Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
My favorite.
That's classic. I'd have to go Burl Ives, Have a Holly Jolly Christmas. Always puts me in a jolly mood.
I love that because when we watch some of the Christmas specials, there's Burl Ives as the narrator.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You ain't going nowhere. $29, 56 the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. 56 the mic. 56 is the mic. Hey, time.
Now Watson. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
56. 19. There, right there. 56. Come on, the ball.
On first down, Watson. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
56. Mike, 57.
The final shot before the break. Watson steps away to his left. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Justin Reed. Thomas, the intended target. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Pick me up. Here we go.
Out of the gun, Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, go to a zone blitz scheme.
That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the Texans turn that interception into a touchdown. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Texans 21, Saints 10.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now Breeze. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
A gain of 13 yards. It's now 3rd and 2.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's Breeze to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
21.
Breeze going to go on 4th down. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go.
From the 22, Breeze. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tap.
Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
A lone second remains now in this third quarter.
Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down.
So after the INT, it's Breeze. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Breeze going to throw. He's going to loft one deep, and this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Michael Thomas, 35 yards. And once again, the Saints are back out in front. A big spot now for the Saints as they'll indeed go for 2. Now Breeze. And this one's caught. And their fourth quarter lead grows by a couple more. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Now that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And the catch made by Hopkins.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Going deep for Hopkins. This is caught inside the 15. The Clemson connection. Watson to Hopkins for a big one. And even 50 yards. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. from the gun. Watson over the middle, and it's incomplete. Duke Johnson, the one he was looking for. But it'll be second and goal.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. Here's Hyde. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now.
Check 26, check 26. 954. Joker, 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 Joker.
They'll run for it with Hyde. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They'll run for it. Hyde. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. Hyde is denied down near the goal line. And the result, instead of the chip shot to tie, they turn the ball over on downs. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second and 11 now. Breeze. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Check. 12. Check.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. Finding Taysom Hill complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a Saints first down on a pickup of 13.
Ready. You're waiting. Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 there and a New Orleans first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ready. 95, 56. Check 41. Watch the flag.
They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's second and 12. Breeze is looking to throw. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football. We just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Breeze going to throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Lutz with the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Mike, 56, right there, 56. 6 man. Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Now it's Watson. Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. David Onyemata, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. I'll be heading to the hotel. Charles, he's off to Bourbon Street.
No, I'm not.
As we say so long from New